the faculties who are attending from all over India, my dear faculty members from PPG College of Arts and Science, a very good evening to all. Today the session topic is about financial planning for professionals. Will be taken over by Mr. Krishna Kumar sir, who is the eminent personality in organizing programs related to finance and insurance. He is doing so many programs to the students fraternity as well as to the faculties. He is doing so many FDPs to the faculty members in all over India. And he is the CRISIL certified wealth manager and NISM certified investment advisor, as well as founder of Invest Financial Services. He is a trainer for insurance in Bajaj Finserv. Sir, really, we are very, very happy to have you, sir.
Thank you.
Over to Dr. Shobana. Over to Dr. Shobana.
Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. G. Shobana, Assistant Professor of BCom IT. Now I invite Ms. S. Anandi Madam to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, ma'am. A pleasant evening to one and all present over here. On behalf of PPG College of Arts and Science, it's my immense pleasure to welcome you all for the third day session of Professional Development Program on Financial Planning for Professionals. A little progress each day adds up to big results. So I would like to welcome our most delightful guest of the day, Mr. S. Krishna Kumar sir. He is CRISIL Certified Wealth Manager, NISM Certified Investment Advisor, founder of Finvest Financial Services Coimbatore. We wholeheartedly welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
The person who always wished to say, believe in yourself, everything is possible. She is none other than our beloved principal, Dr. N. Muthumani ma'am. We welcome you, ma'am. Learning curve is essential for growth. I extend my warm welcome to our beloved head of the department, Dr. A. Hilda Mary ma'am. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
When we all help one another every day, everybody can win. That's the teamwork. So I would like to welcome my dear faculty friends of our department and all the participants of various institutions. Once again, I welcome you all for this wonderful session today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shobana, ma'am. Dr.
Yes,
Shobana, you can continue.
Thank you so
continue,
much.
madam.
Thank you, ma'am. Today our chief guest is S. Krishna Kumar sir, soft skill trainer, financial literacy trainer, and employability coach. He pursued his BSc Chemistry. He is certified in soft skills like IATT Certified Trainer Level 1, 2, and 3. HSSC Certified Enter as a trainer. Vulture Plus Certified Facilitation Trainer. He is also certified in financial literacy like CRISIL Certified Wealth Manager, NISM Certified Investment Advisor, Retirement Advisor, Mutual Fund Distributor, and also Association of International Wealth Management of India, certified by FPA, and his other credentials are, he is also wrote a book on 13 is Divine, Not a Devil. He is a high-profile leadership position for more than 2 years, decades with a diverse responsibility, including people management, training and coaching, financial planning and advice, with the top leading NMCs like Ranbaxy, Nicholas, Max Life, Reliance Life, Care Health, etc. He is also an authorized trainer for CPBFI certified program, a CSR initiative by Bajaj Finserv. He is also the trainer over 25 plus corporates and 500 employees. He also trained over 250 educational institutions and 28,000 plus students. He also expertised in soft skill training like communication skill, employability skill, workplace etiquettes, public speaking skill, adaptability skill, motivation workshops, change management, interview skills, team management, time management, personality development, execution excellence, get set, growth, facilitation skills, training the trainers, decision making. He is also expertise in financial literacies, IC 33 and IC 38 training, NMIS mutual fund distributor training, certified program in financial instruments, wealth management skill training, investment management skill trainings, analytical skill trainings, domain expertise, training in insurance and equity markets for business analytics, etc. I welcome you, sir. Now I invite our resource person, Krishna Kumar sir, to take over the session.
Yeah, thank you, Shobana ma'am. Thank you, everybody. So first of all, good evening and warm welcome to you all. First things first, I sincerely thank PPG College of Arts and Science, Department of Commerce with the IT. It's a great pleasure to be here, and I'm so happy that these days there is some discussions happening on financial literacies also. So that way, first of all, great opportunity for me here to interact with you people, with all the gurus over here. I know you could have been creating a lot of leaders in your own professions and other things. So I'm today here because of my own gurus in the earlier past. So they are the ones who have shaped me here. So without wasting much time, I think we can get into the presentation. So ma'am, let me show you the presentation, and kindly somebody has to give me the confirmation. Yeah, is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is
Yeah,
visible only, sir.
Okay, I'll get into the slideshow mode so that it is visible on a full screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so again, welcome you all, and thank you, PPG College of Management and Hilda Mary ma'am. I have personally seen her efforts in taking, organizing an event, and thanks to the principal ma'am, Dr. Muthamani ma'am, and to all the gurus who are here. Might be, I may not be able to mention each and everyone, but thank you for attending this program. And I hope this should be at least an information type of program also. But before I go to the topics, let me tell you certain things, or most of the things, is not going to be new to anybody over here. It is something which you all know, but I'm going to just reiterate on the things. So to start with, we all know this favorite statement from Winston Churchill, a great leader and a legend, who said that who fails to plan is planning to fail. Anybody who is not planning, who is failing to plan, he is actually planning to fail. And this holds good even for financial planning also. So wonderful topic like financial planning for professionals. I hope this will go for everybody, not just for professionals. But this presentation, I made it in such a way that it is not too basic or it is not too advanced, where certain things as a professionals, you all know it, but sometimes we just ignore, or due to oversight, we just keep going with our life wind so that we forget to touch upon this or go and do the exercises of financial planning. So, and I personally know that each and everybody who is working as a professor today, or into any education institution, working in any education institution, I personally know that you all people take a lot of efforts, tremendous efforts to earn money. In fact, there is no timings at all. Even now, we are sitting at around 8:30 p.m. to discuss about some important topics. So I know the kind of efforts you people take. And of course, it is not just for money, or it is not just for some recognition, but most importantly, I know you all are persons who work more for a self-satisfaction, right? However, it doesn't mean that everybody can be Mother Teresa today. Even if Mother Teresa is there today, my dear friends, please believe me, even she has to plan financially. Otherwise, it will be a very tough job for her. So to do something good or to have a dignified lifestyle, money is very important, because however good a person today, he cannot say that I don't want money today. I hope you all agree with me. And if you are working for that name, fame, and money, how far are you putting an effort to manage that hard-earned money professionally or in a better way? To be honest, this is a biggest question mark, particularly in countries like India, in spite of lot of literate persons being there and a lot of education being given, still I would say the financial literacy in India, or the efforts people take, time they spend to manage their finances better, is little lesser, is what I would say. Even after 16 and a half years of industry experience, I would say the beginning 7 years of my experience in the same industry, even I was not planning for financial planning. I was not doing my financial planning. So that is the case. I'll tell you one example. You know the population count of America. For America, there are more than 2,000 insurance companies, and 98% of the people there are insured, whereas just 2% are not insured. And you know the population of India. Recently, we have done a Guinness World Record. We have beaten every countries, and we are the number one in population now. But my dear friends, if you ask me, there are just close to around 57 insurance companies in India. And in spite of that, in spite of LIC getting privatized in the year 2000, a lot of banks also getting privatized, and a lot of private sector people coming into this financial industry, in spite of that, if you see, the highly well managed financial people in India is hardly 3%. And the number of people who has taken insurance policy out of 100 people who are insurable population, I'm not even touching upon the poor or the poverty segment of people. So this is basically because we know how to earn money, we work very hard to earn money, but suddenly when we see that we don't put efforts in terms of planning to manage that hard earned money in a better way. So that is where I'm going to make a small difference in your lives. I'm going to help you with what is actually happening and what we actually must do, and how better you can plan your finances well, so that like you, your money also starts working hard for you, right? So what is financial planning basically? To put it in a very simple word, it is the process of getting your finances organized. Say, for example, I would tell you, if Hilda Mary Ma'am or the PPG College of Management has not organized this meeting properly, will this seminar or will this webinar happen? No. So even for a webinar to happen, or even for any meeting to happen, there are a lot of plannings which is getting into place. The more better you plan, the more early you plan, the more organized you plan, so will be the output, whether it is a meeting or your own finances in the future. So financial planning is something like knowing the things, financial terms, knowing about the financial industry, knowing about what better you can do with that knowledge, and how you can organize yourself to be a financially independent person or a family. So that is what is called financial planning as per me. But why should we require a financial planning? Is financial planning truly essential? I would say it is something like you go to a gym, or you want to keep yourself healthy. We all know that being healthy is very good, and we all have always wanted to be healthy. But how many of you really take care of our health? We sometimes eat, what to say, unhealthy foods, untimely foods, and in spite of that, we know health is going to be wealth. We don't take care. Sometimes suddenly we go to a gym and we do exercises for a month or 2 or 3, and after then again we come back to our old standard of old methods of maintaining our health. That is because we don't plan it. We suddenly wish for it and go for it. That's all. So if that similar situation happens in financial planning, it will be a disaster tomorrow, and our not only our life, our generations to follow will be the same. You know, Mr. Rajinikanth could have told it in Shankar's movie, one of the movie. Poor are poor and rich get poor. I mean, rich get richer and poor get poorer. There is only one difference. Whatever we blame upon the political reasons or the infrastructure or the government or anybody, whoever you blame, I would personally say, my dear friends, if I was born poor, but I'm telling you, I am not poor now, and I will never die poor. Not only that, my entire generation from here will never ever get into that poverty line, because in spite of all the challenges, I decided not to be poor, and I decided to be financially organized. And that's why today I'm in a place, or I'm in a situation where I'm able to talk about this to you. But I've also been like you. It is not that suddenly, right from the birth, I was organized. No, I have also been unorganized quite some time. As I told you, when some people, a few of my gurus taught this, and thanks to God for putting me into this industry. Since I'm into this industry, of course, I'm able to know it. But I don't want to stop with that. I want to carry on this to so many people. I want to educate. I want to inform, or I want to be a supportive function to so many people who want to get organized themselves financially. In that way, let me first make you understand what is financial planning. You will have wants, needs, and goals. Everybody has got wants. We would like to sometimes go. Somebody's wants might be watching a movie. Somebody's wants might be buying a, what to say, going for a shopping. Somebody's wants might be going for a trip, a casual trip with the family. And there are needs. Needs doesn't change much. Only the velocity or the level of needs changes as per person to person, as per their lifestyle. For example, everybody would be requiring food, clothing, and shelter. If you take shelter, somebody might require at least a two-bedroom hall kitchen, and somebody might not be feeling happy with the 2 BHK. They might want, or they might need a 4 BHK. Or sometimes it also depends upon the family size. So the wants, needs also differs from person to person, and the goals also differ. I'm 45 now. Somebody could buy 35. My goal, my financial goals might be something different. And there, a person who is aged 35 will also be different. Where his goals or her goals might be completely different. My daughter is into second year of engineering now. But at the same age of 45, somebody's daughter or son would be just doing a fifth standard or seventh standard. So again, the needs, the goals changes here for person to person. That is why we require of planning. We cannot go by the general way of managing the finances. The second thing, why financial planning? If you plan your financials well, you will have adequate money for your goals. Believe me, it is not how much you earn which will decide whether you achieve your goal or not. It is out of your earning how much you save or plan properly in terms of saving and investment will decide whether your goals will get accomplished or not. So you will have a adequate money. And the third point, direction to achieve my goals. Say, for example, I'll tell you, suppose you all are into education institutions and you know the cost of education which is happening, the inflation which is happening in the education industry. For example, in the year 2000, when I completed my graduation for BSc Chemistry, all 3 years put together, my mother paid only 16,000 rupees. But today, you all know what is the situation in 24 years' time. Can anybody get in a proper or a good education except for the government colleges with just a 16,000 rupees for 3 years' time? The same BSc Chemistry is costing around 75,000 to 1 lakh per year in the education institution where I studied. So now, if this is the case, when our children are going to come, are we going to manage it better? One thing. Second thing, I'm just taking children education as an example. We might have a lot of goals. Are we able to, will we be in a position to manage it better? It will decide only if you plan it financially. It will be decided only if your financial planning is good. So financial planning will give you a direction. Like say, for example, you have 10 years to achieve this goal, and it will take this much of money to achieve this goal. You have to save this much of money, and you have to bring down these expenses. So it will show you a direction. When there is a direction, you will definitely achieve your goals. But if there is no direction, think that you are going to a trip. Say, for example, you are going to a Munnar from here. We all are used to using the Google map now, correct? What does the Google map do? It actually shows you the direction. And when that such direction is given, you reach the destination with ease and comfort, correct? Think about those days where Google map was not available. We used to ask then and then stop our vehicles, ask the people who were there how to go to Munnar, sir, in the road pogma, adu pogma. So that was taking more time and that was taking more efforts. And sometimes we might also get panic. Sometimes we might even reach a wrong destination. So that is where this financial planning is also like. Financial planning is like a Google map for your financial freedom in the future. And very, very importantly, in case of emergencies, it will help, this financial planning will help you stay prepared. I know a person who during pre-COVID situation, where I'm just giving an example, I went him for financial planning where I was also speaking to him about health insurance and other things. He said, I have 24 lakhs in my account. In terms of any emergencies, it will take care. So I don't need any more financial planning, is what he told. But unfortunately, during COVID, he was affected by corona and he was admitted in hospital. And fortunately, he also recovered and came back. But it costed around 7 lakhs for him to recover and come back. So out of 24 lakhs, 7 lakhs was gone. But then, since we were into this profession, we were also allowed, since we are into 24 into 7 kind of a profession, we were allowed to go meet people even during COVID time. And I went and saw that person on the last day when he was supposed to discharge. So I told, sir, what, sir? I told you that day you could have planned your finances better, you could have taken an health insurance, and you could have saved some money. But then the person told, no, Krishna Kumar, even now I'm better. No, I told you, no, I have 24 lakhs. See, I spent 7 lakhs, but anyway, I have 17 more lakhs. Still, I'm okay. That is the time I went and told him, nah, sir, no, I'm sorry to say that all your 24 lakhs is gone and you have another 1.5 lakhs debt coming towards you. He was quite surprised and shocked. And he was asking me, how? I told, sir, next to you, your wife, and both of your kids also got affected by COVID. And they are also admitted in the same hospital. And I'm sorry to say that, sir, all your 24 lakhs of hard earned money is finished. My dear friends, how do you feel this situation? If at all he could have planned his finances better and just paid around 25 to 30,000 rupees for a health insurance, he could have saved his 24 lakhs of hard earned money. Just to save the 25,000 rupees money in a year, he lost all his hard earned money. And believe me, you know what did that person say when I told this? He said, Ayo sir, idhukku na sette poirukalame. I could have better died by corona instead of spending all my hard-earned money of 24 lakhs. It took 16 years for me to save this 24 lakhs, and now it's gone. So that is what financial planning can do. It will help you stay prepared. I'm just giving you health insurance as an example. Now just look at this. The saving habits of India. This is a survey which was conducted recently by one of the renowned agencies, which is known for surveys. Hello, is anybody there? Anything? I had an interruption. Anyway, ma'am, I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible only, sir.
Right. So let us
You
look
are
into
audible,
this.
sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thanks for the confirmation. The
Yes, sir.
percentage of monthly income Indians save. If you see, 35% of we Indians save nothing. They live from paycheck to paycheck. சம்பளம் வாங்கினோமா செலவு பண்ணுமா சம்பளம் வாங்கினோமா செலவு பண்ணுமா that's all. 35% of Indians, earning Indians, I am telling earning Indians, not the poor, are still not saving anything. And if you see the next column, 36% of the Indians save less than 10% of their monthly income. If your monthly income is 40,000 rupees, they hardly have.
இந்த ஸ்கொயர்ஸ் போடுறான்.
Hello, there is some interruption. Ma'am, can you please go on mute? We can put the squares little later also.
Deepa madam. Deepa madam. Just mute your mic, madam. Deepa madam.
No problem, it happens. Deepa madam, don't worry. The squares will be done. Coming back. So 36% of the Indians are saving just less than 10%. And 10 to 20% of the Indians, 16% of the Indians save 10 to 20% of the monthly income. And 20 to 7%, only 7% of the people in India, earning members, save 20 to 30%. And only 6%, 6 out of 100 people, earning members, save more than 30%. Now, do you understand the statement why rich get richer and poor get poorer? It is not that we are not able to save, but we don't save. If you see the top two segments, 35% and 36%, almost 71% of the Indians literally don't save at all. Correct?
மழையே பெய்யல நம்ம ஊர்ல மட்டும்தான் நீ மழை சனிக்கிழமை சரியான மழை சாத்தூர்ல போய் வந்து
Purna sir.
சொல்றாங்க
Just mute all the mics, sir.
Shobana ma'am.
Just
Shobana
mute all
ma'am.
the mics. Porkudi ma'am. Porkudi ma'am.
சரிடா
Porkudi. Shobana ma'am.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Mute
Ma'am,
your
can
mic,
you
madam.
please mute your mics, ma'am?
Mute your mic, madam.
professors.
Yourself.
Dear professors,
sir.
please mute your mic.
Sir.
Is admin is not
can go
able
ahead,
to
sir.
mute?
Yes, yes, of course. Purna sir.
Ma'am,
Okay, no
nobody is
problem.
in presenter mode, ma'am.
Yes,
Only.
yes. Only myself and sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, okay, sir. Fine, fine.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
No problem. We will continue. Not a problem. It happens. Uncertainties do happen. Anyway, so if you can see, my dear friends, that 71% we literally save. We don't save at all. And it is not that we cannot save. We don't save. Right? So I just want yourself to be very honest. Don't tell me or don't put in the chat box, nothing. Just to think for 1 second and ask yourself, which segment are you people in? Are you into that 35%, 36%, or that 6% who save more than 30%? Which segment are you in? Are you saving 30% and more? And just think about it. And if you ask that question to yourself, you'll also get the answer why you have not saved. You will get plenty of reasons. But however, ultimately, it is not done. I hope few people could have done it. Congratulations to them. Right? However, most of the people have not saved money. So why is that I need to save? Or why is that we need this financial planning? Or why is that we need to save money or invest money? It's because everybody has got a financial goal which they cannot escape from. Anybody in India who is married and have got kids, please be rest assured you have responsibilities on your shoulders. And without money, nothing can be done. Can any of these goals be achieved without money? Children education. No need for me to tell about it. If you want your children or anybody to become an engineer or lawyer or doctor or a management graduate today, we all know what is the cost of education which is happening. And children's marriage, even now, I have to admit this. I have some friends from South Tamil Nadu. One of my friend got his sister married last month. And believe me, he gave 50 kg of gold to the bridegroom. It's still happening. And on the other side, on the developed areas like Bangalore, Coimbatore, Chennai, and other Mumbai, Delhi, and all, it's in a different way. They spend so much of money for their marriage contract, so much of money for their marriage, and everybody will definitely be having this goal of achieving a dream home. My dear friends, again, if I take a statistics, 90% of the people, though there is no need for them to go for a loan, but still buy homes by loan. And they think it is good. One way it is good, one way it is not good. But is it going to be good for you? Financial planning would help. But without that planning, neither you will repay the loan or neither you will buy this home. So to buy a home, you need to plan for it. Then very, very importantly, a peaceful retirement. You can be a good professor today. You can be a good mother today. You can be a good friend to somebody today. But in your retirement age after 60 years, if you don't have money on your hands, or if you don't have an income, which will most probably not be, because everybody would be retiring at the age of 58 or 60. Even in fact, these days the retirement age is even preponed. People are started retiring by 50 years and all. Just think, if you don't have money, however good you have been, neither your friends, neither your colleague professors, neither your students, neither your own children will come and support you. If you feel that I'm wrong, just think, how many of us are now taking care of our parents now financially? The answer is simple. And even if it is that, there is no mistake. Please understand, you are not an education fund to your children, and your children are not your retirement fund. You put in all your hard-earned money to their education. Tomorrow they come up in a bigger way, get into bigger jobs, and out of the earning they make, they will take care of you. No, they are not your retirement fund. You have to take care. If you want to retire peacefully, you have to take care by yourself. I hope you all people will agree with me. So, but to do that, what is the biggest challenges we face today? The top five challenges, if you see, 42% of the people feel they are not prepared for expenses in case of job loss. Friends, just think, close your eyes and think for a moment. Tomorrow, if you are not in your job, whatever you are into now, due to some or the other reason, suddenly, tomorrow or the next month, you are not in your job, will you be able to manage your finances? Will you be able to run your family with peace? It's a question mark. Why? You need money for food, clothing, shelter. You have all commitments. I know some lot of people from IT, they earn 2 lakh, 3 lakh per month, but everything is in EMI. Sofa EMI, TV EMI, fridge EMI, or a mixie, 5,000 rupees mixie also in EMI. We have got used to that habit. And what we do? We earn hard work, earn money, and give it to banks as loans and interest. Sometimes in housing loans and sometimes in certain loans, we pay more than double than what we got from the bank. 23%, still they are repaying their credit cards and personal loans. 32% supporting elderly parents. The money goes on, 32%. Supporting for their elderly parents. Because it's a pride, otherwise people will start asking you, what is that? Yeah, you are a great professor in the college, you are a department HOD, you are the principal of a great educational institution, and you're not taking care of your parents. People have started, my dear friends, in real estate today, the most lucrative real estate business which is happening today is old age homes. Believe me or not, I have booked my slot. I have already booked my slot in one of the old age homes. Then comes 48% planning for goals like retirements and children's education. Yes, they do. But it does not mean that you prepare everything, you put all your money into your child's education, tomorrow they will become a retirement fund and will fund your retirement. No. Right? So these are the challenges. And now comes the Kalakar. Now comes the real hero of financial planning. If you don't plan, you know what happens? This will eat away your earnings. This will eat away your savings also. If you don't plan financially. Inflation. The silent blood sucking instrument. It will suck your blood. It will suck your hard-earned money. Again, just think 9 years before. I hope the data is right. If not, please pardon me. 9 years before, all the so-called housewives as well as working women over here who are present here will definitely agree with me. 9-10 years back, 1 kg rice was costing 30 rupees. Today, I have put the most conservative price 55 rupees. The rice which my wife buys is 70 rupees per kg. And I don't know what is there for you. School education cost. As I told you, I did my BSc chemistry education in just 16,000 rupees for 3 years. But today, I spend 75,000 rupees to 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs for my child, for my daughter. So will happen for you also, for your children also, or people who are already into that will definitely agree. Very, very important, medical inflation. This is one thing people completely ignore. And please, my humble request, take care of this. Please, please, please pay attention to this medical education. Sorry, medical inflation. Because I'll give you one small example. Once upon a time, 10 years back, a surgery in the eye, cataract operation. You could have seen a lot of people traveling with one closed eye in front of the Aravind Eye Hospital in Coimbatore. A cataract surgery was just costing 10,000 rupees per eye once upon a time, just 5-10 years back. Now per eye, it is costing 55,000 rupees even in the B class hospitals. And if you choose A class hospitals like Royal Care and etc., etc., fantastic. It's just 1.3 lakhs for a cataract operation, approximately. And if you get heart attack kind of thing, that's all. Even if you get cured and come out looking at the bill, you will again get a heart attack. So that is the kind of medical inflation which is happening. And if you don't save for it, if you don't plan financially for it, that's all. What happened to my customer? You remember 24 lakhs lost in Corona. The same thing might happen to anybody. I'm not threatening, I'm speaking practical. Or I'm not trying to sell a health insurance policy here, which I never do. But I'm just sensitizing you people. If you don't plan it financially, at least for these three things, inflation is at the highest. And what does inflation do? Can you bring down? Can you bring down the inflation? Is it under your control? Can you just go pull down the inflation? Can you bring down? Okay, no 70 rupees arisi vendampa. We'll go with 30-40 rupees. Can you do it? Or can you eat 2 times instead of 3 times? No. For a simple mobile, we are spending around 1,000 to 1,500 rupees per month. You have got a mobile, your husband has got a mobile. If you have 2 kids, both of them have got a mobile. Even if they are into 3rd standard, 4th standard, they have got a mobile. I used to wonder when I go to take training in colleges, they say they come from a poor family, struggle to pay the fees, struggle to pay the training cost and other things, but everybody has got a smart mobile. Even till the poorer, the luxury has got into them. It has become a need, as if without mobile nobody can live. But the basic things have been ignored, and still the inflation is, that is why the inflation is going high. If you are buying a product today at 100 rupees, the basic amenities, I'll show you how the effect of inflation will happen. What is the effect of this inflation? You might think, that no problem. Inflation, even if inflation happens, I'll also be getting extra salary. No, I'm 100% sure that most of the people who are even here are not getting a salary hike of more than 5% a year. Very rarely it happens. That is the one major reason I left employability and became an entrepreneur. So how does this impact inflation? Look at this chart, the value of money over time. The left column says that today in 2023, if your monthly expenses is 30,000 rupees, say for example, for your food, clothing and shelter, housing, rent, then your basic amenities, tuition fees, travel, mobile, EB bill, etc., miscellaneous, all put together. Your monthly budgeted expenses for your family every month is 30,000 rupees, 2023. If you want to maintain the same lifestyle, whatever you are having now in 2028, just 5 years from here, instead of 30,000 rupees, you have to pay 38,000 rupees, considering the inflation at 5%, the least percentage. For basic amenities, the inflation is around more than 10%. The overall inflation is around 5 to 6%. So still, on a conservative note, even if you take 5%, if you want to maintain the same lifestyle which you are having in 2023 now, if you want to maintain the same lifestyle by 2028, you have to spend 38,000 rupees instead of 30,000 rupees. And this is the beauty of inflation and compounding. Look at 2033. In just 10 years time, to maintain the same lifestyle, from 30,000, you have to spend 62,000 rupees. 62,000. And 15 years from here, 80,000. And my dear friends, just see what is happening to your already earned money now. One way, the cost of your expenses is increasing, but your salary or income does not increase to this extent. So the cost of living is increasing. The other way, you are losing the value of your money. For example, in 2023, if you have 1 lakh and you don't plan it financially, the value of 1 lakh becomes just 78,000 rupees in 2028, in just 5 years time. And 2023, 10 years from here, you will be thinking you are having 1 lakh in your hand. But the value of 1 lakh in your hand is 48,000 rupees, not 1 lakh. 15 years down the line, it is 37. So one way, a 30,000 rupees income expense goes to 80,000. And the other way, a 1 lakh of hard-earned money is losing its value to 37,000. Do you understand why you need to do this financial planning? So what is the solution? The solution is nothing but you have to spend time and effort in planning your finances well. If not, the rich get richer, poor get poor. Now let us, how to do that? What is that financial planning process? The first thing you need to do in the financial processes, planning processes, determine your current financial situation now. What is the income you generate? How much monthly expenses you have? How much must-do expenses are there? How much are manageable? How much can be ignored completely? So that situation, what is it? How much debts you have? How much EMIs you have? And for how long you need to pay? You need to understand that. Then develop your financial goals. What is your child into now? Is he or she into 5th standard or LKG or already into college? How many years left for their higher education? What is that they want to become? Any professional degree is going to cost more than 10 lakhs if you want to put them in the best of the universities. Out of the 10 lakhs, how much are you prepared now? And balance how fast you can achieve it and how will you achieve it? Do you have an income for that? Or do you have anything left out to save? The third one, identify alternate courses of action. If you feel that your budgeted activity says that there is 10,000 rupees short, plan for something. I'll tell you one simple example for this. One of my customer was earning 1.5 lakhs per month and he was completely tied up. He was not able to save anything at all because everything was going under EMI. After I did this financial planning process for him, in 3.5 years time, now he has got an asset worth of 10 lakhs, which means financially he has saved 10 lakhs extra from the same hard work, from the same situation. And not only this, now he has got a free amount, that is free space of saving up to 35,000 rupees per month out of 1.5 lakhs in just 3.5 years time. Very simple, because he had the highest amount going to loans, EMIs, out of which one was a housing loan which he was paying for 7-8 years already. The value of property was much more, but he was tied up. I asked him to take a top-up housing loan and asked him to invest in stocks or even into equity mutual funds. 3.5 years time, he completed the topped up 10 lakhs amount. He took a top up of 10 lakhs. He completed that loan in just 3.5 months with an investment of 10 lakhs into stocks. Now the 10 lakhs has become his asset, his money. Not only that, he saved 35,000 rupees EMI. So that is what I'm saying. Identify the alternate courses of action. If you are not into stocks, no problem. Still, you can think of alternative solutions. Bring down your mobile bills. Why having 10 phones? Or bring down on the most expensive expenses you make. One fine day, I found that I was spending around 1,500 rupees for a perfume every month, which is not at all required. Then I started this, took a decision, alternate course of action. Only when I'm going to some important functions, I will do that. I'll use perfume. Earlier, I was using every day. By taking this small correction, my dear friends, why I did this? Because I saved 800 rupees a month. So such alternative courses, if you think you will get it, if not, come to me, I can help you in planning for it. Then evaluate the alternatives, consider your life situation, personal values, economical factors. Then, very importantly, assess the risk. How will you assess the risk? I'll tell you again a small example. People have the habit of going with a herd mentality. Fixed deposit, fixed deposit, fixed deposit. I'm just wondered, how come an SBI bank be safe when you do a fixed deposit, and the same SBI bank does not become safe when you buy the stock of SBI bank? I don't know, crazy people think. They go invest 1 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh in a SBI bank in fixed deposit, get 6 to 6.5% return back, which is already eaten away 5% in inflation. 1.5% you get, that also goes under tax, because the returns, what you interest you get from in fixed deposit is taxable. I used to ask because, why are you doing that? They say it is safe. I told you, instead of putting 1 lakh in fixed deposit, if you can put that 1 lakh in buying the shares of the same bank, SBI bank. My dear friends, 1 lakh invested in fixed deposit 3 years back in SBI is 1 lakh 18,000 today. But if at all you could have invested this 1 lakh 3 years back by buying the shares of SBI bank, today it is 3.6 lakhs. You tell me which is risky and which is safe. People don't understand. So that is what you need to evaluate, assess the risk. What is the actual risk? Please understand, not taking any risk is the biggest risk. And how much time you have, you need to calculate the time value of money. As I told you in the previous slide, how much expenses of 30,000 goes up in next 10-15 years time, and how much of 1 lakh saved comes down in next 10-15 years time. So you need to plan for that. Then fifth, create and implement your financial action plan. Friends, if you don't create, if you don't implement, if you don't take care of your own financial freedom, if you don't take care of your own hard-earned money, nobody else will come and do it. Will you leave a child to somebody, the neighbor's home, for more than a day? No, because it's our child. Will you give your mobile phone to somebody for more than half day to take care of them? No, we have doubts. Oh, something happens to him, what happens? Will you give a car to somebody, a newly purchased car to somebody immediately for 1 or 2 days trip? No, because it's our car, hard-earned. I don't know, why are you giving your hard-earned money, income, for which you strive a lot, and give it to some banks as interest, EMIs, loans? Please think about it. The sixth one is review and revise the financial plan. A planning done once is not a, it is not a, if just think, if you just go to gym today, one day you to go to gym, will you become fit? It's a regular phenomenon, and it is a continuous phenomenon. So is financial planning also. You need to do it with caution, with care and with regularity. Every yearly once, at least, you need to review whether the planning you did is correct or not, or is there any alternate changes, or any changes you need to make, any addition, deletion you need to make. You need to get into this. You need to review your own financial situations. I do it for all my customers. I ensure that, in fact, I send it through mail 5 days before, 1 month before. I send a reminder. Your financial planning review is due on so and so date. Believe me, there are people, customers, who have told me, sir, where were you 10 years back? If at all you could have come to my life 10 years back, today I could have at least, though not a filthy rich, I could have been far, far better in my financial situation what I am today. That is what I am trying to add to each and everyone over here or anybody, because not just knowing will not give me anything. Sharing, and if at all somebody, even one or two people who is attending this seminar or webinar can become financially independent, and if they can get into a better financial future tomorrow because of my support, well and good. That is the best ever compliment, or that is the best ever satisfaction I can do it to myself and to my industry also. Very simple guideline to start with. The problem for us most of the time is starting. Why we don't do many of the things? Because we don't start. Why we don't start? Because we don't know how to start. A very simple guideline I'm giving you. Though you can't spend much time, put a simple 50-30-20 rule. Whatever amount you earn, 50% set aside for your expenses. And if it is going above 50%, don't make that expense. Try to manage it within that 50%. For example, household utilities, food, entertainment, education. Food, you cannot come down. You cannot eat 2 times instead of 3 times. But you can come down on entertainment. You can come down on some other thing. If you have only a neutral family of 2 or 3 people or 4 people, wife, husband, and just 2 kids, why go for a 4 BHK, 3 BHK? Why go for a 15,000, 20,000 rupees rent? Very importantly, with 15,000 rupees, I am living in a 3 BHK apartment, rental only. I never went for any own house at all. Because the same house, if I purchase and go for loan, I need to pay 35,000 rupees EMI. Why pay 20,000 rupees extra when I get things done with just 15,000 rupees? Luxurious 3 BHK home with all the facilities and amenities in my apartments. Why do I need? It's all those days. Today, that is not your asset. Your knowledge, skill, and the money which you have saved it, financial asset is your asset. I'm not saying don't buy homes or real estate. It is also very, very important. But don't do it by taking a huge loan, giving your entire salary there, not saving anything. Have a plan. If you're earning 1 lakh per month, 50,000 rupees for expenses, and if it is only 35,000 rupees presently happening to you, then you can choose to go for some buying a property at 15,000 rupees EMI. Then next, out of the remaining 50%, minimum 30% you have to set aside for savings or investments, like for long-term goals, like your child's education or marriage, your own retirement. Please, you have to plan your retirement. Nobody else will plan. A planned retirement is peaceful. An unplanned retirement is horrible. 20% you cannot avoid. You have to do certain short-term goals. You have to spend money for some short-term goals like a car, a vacations, buying some electronic items like one more mobile, because you know every 2 years once, whether you buy Samsung or iPhone or whatever it is, upgrade. We started with 1G, 500 ஒரு மொபைல்ல ஆரம்பிச்சோம். இன்னைக்கு எங்க வந்து நிக்கிறோம்? Huge. 5G has come. The electronics wala has told me, sir, your phone is 4G adaptability, but your SIM has moved to 5G. Move na, otherwise you will not get the benefits. You will not get speed. You lose so much of technical things. You have to move on. I cannot say no. If I say no, I cannot enjoy it. My job will not happen. My regular activities will not happen. So that is again, some things are forced upon you. You need to spend. And similarly, out of that emergency fund medicals, please save some money for your medical emergencies, for your protection of income. Please, when you want to build a home or when you want to build any building, a property, the first thing which you will do is lay the foundation. Will you all first build the roof, the windows, the walls, and then come to the basement? Or is it the other way? building the foundation strongly, and then building the roof and walls. In financial planning, the foundation is term life insurance and the Mediclaim health insurance policy are the foundation. The roofs and walls are your other investments. Say, for example, you have saved around 10 lakhs in mutual funds and stocks, 10 lakhs in fixed deposit. But one fine day, something happened to you and you passed away. Your family has to live only with the whatever amount you have saved. Because when we die, it's not we alone die, our income also dies. Similarly, if we are getting admitted in a hospital, can you imagine your life partner going and asking for money to somebody else because of a medical emergency? My dear friends, if such thing happens, believe me, it is a sin, excusable sin from your part. I was not able to imagine my wife going and asking for money with somebody when I am in the hospital bed. Oh my God, I was not able to digest that situation. I have a 1 crore of health insurance for all of my family members. Because when I'm in such a situation in hospital bed, already I'm ill, I'm also not well. There, our life partners will already have the tensions. They'll be feeling so low. And the Mari or time during that situation, if at all they have to go and ask money with your friends or relatives, think about the pain they will have. I will not allow that. Better don't get married. I'm sorry to say. So please plan it. This is the simplest way to start. 50% for your regular household expenses, 30% for savings, and 20% for the short-term goals. Last but not the least, I have just 2 more slides to go, ma'am. Another 3 to 5 minutes. Is it okay with you all?
Yes, sir. You can go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
You can continue, sir.
So I hope you all could have heard about this rule of 72, but I don't know whether you could have, though you know whether we have implemented or not, we don't know, because I did not implement this rule in spite of knowing it for the first 7 years when I was in this industry, sir, when I was an employee. To put it simple, rule of 72 says that whether inflation or your return of invested amount, whatever it is, divide that by 72, 72 divided by that amount, it will double. Say, for example, you are investing in mutual funds kind of instruments, which is giving you 12% returns every year. So if you invest 1 lakh in mutual funds, 72 divided by 12 is 6 years. That 1 lakh will get into 2 lakhs. Now, I'm also telling you the other way, which we have already seen. Suppose you have 1 lakh account, 1 lakh money in your account, right? And the inflation is at 12%. 6 years, that 1 lakh will become half, 50,000. Similarly, if you are investing in some fixed deposits kind of a thing where it gives you 6% senior citizens fixed deposit or something like that, or post office instruments, or real estates will be somewhere 6 to 12%, in between 10%. It doubles in 12 years time if it is 6%. And if it is 3%, it takes 24 years. So when you are planning to see, for if you have decided to save this 30% and 20%, please understand what is the returns you get from that instrument and how much it will take to get double. You need to calculate this also and then start saving or investing. Now I told 2 terminologies to you too. Are you a saver or an investor? Saving is setting aside some money after all your expenses. You have some excess amount or surplus amount or some amount, like அந்த காலத்துல உண்டியல்ல போட்டு போன மாதிரி. Investing is not just saving. Investing has a difference. The money which you set aside will make that set aside money to again grow. For example, I take 10,000 rupees, I save 10,000 rupees means I'm just keeping 10,000 rupees aside. It is not creating one more. From that 10,000, it is not growing to 11,000 or 12,000. It is just saving. Whereas investing is the 10,000 rupees, if I invest, that 10,000 rupees will grow, bring in one more 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. It will keep bringing more money. So that is called investment. Today, if at all you have to accomplish your financial goals, if at all you have to be successful and financially independent in your life tomorrow, it is not just enough to save money, you have to invest money. So how to choose the right investment plan then? Evaluate your financial need. What is your need? Children education? Buying a home? What is your need? Assess your investment timeline. How long is my child, how long is the time left? My child is into 5th standard. So another 7-8 years time I have. Correct? So assess how much time is left, because only accordingly the money will get doubled as per Rule 72. Then strategize with the right investment policies. Suppose your child is at 5th standard and another 7 years time she or he might be requiring 20 lakhs. If you go and deposit 1 lakh in fixed deposits, nothing can happen. Your child will not study in the best education institution. Why? Because just 7 years left. And fixed deposit just giving 6%. We saw how much it takes to get doubled. 12 years. And if you go invest that, waste. So you need to analyze that. You need to choose mutual fund kind of a thing. Then invest in multiple, or I'll finish this. Analyze your investment plans at certain intervals. As I told you, if you invest in mutual funds, stocks, or wherever it is, even in real estate, நிலத்தை வாங்கி போட்டுட்டு சும்மா இருந்துடுறோமா? Don't we go see to that land then and then clean it and analyze how is it growing? Is it a worthy investment buying this land? We also do that with a car and jewels and all. We keep cleaning it. Is it correct or correct? Similarly, you need to do with all kinds of investments and keep a track of everything. Very importantly, invest in multiple financial instruments and insurance plans. Friends, if you put all eggs into one basket, even if one egg breaks, your entire eggs will break. That is why they say that you need to diversify your savings or investment. I'm not asking you to take an insurance policy. I'm not asking you to go buy a land. Out of the money you save and invest, diversify your investments. Put some money into gold. Put some money into land. They both are fantastic instruments to save and invest. மண்ணுலையும் பொண்ணுலையும் போட்டது சோழி போகாத அந்த காலத்துல நம்ம மூதாதையர்கள் சொன்னது 100% correct. Even now. But you can't be just doing that alone. If there are some goals which will take a higher returns kind of thing, you need to go take risk with mutual funds, take risk with ULIP policies, take risk with stock market, buy shares, understand. Or if you don't know, ask experts, or you can ask company. So accordingly, invest in different multiple investments. Diversify your portfolio. That is how you can ensure that you are making the right investment plan. So I hope I took the right time, and thank you so much, and thank you so much for your patient listening. I feel, I don't know whether I have added much value, but you need to come back with your feedbacks on how it went on. Was it useful to you? How you feel about this session? Please give a constructive feedback, because I never, always I think that I never think that I know everything. I always feel that whatever highest level of positions I go, I keep my learning curve open, and I will definitely love to have some feedbacks. And if at all you want to get my consulting, or any time, any doubts or any clarification, you want to have some support from me, Hilda ma'am has got my number, has got my complete details. I'm reachable in all the social medias also, and you can also reach Hilda ma'am or anybody for any support in the future. However, before I leave the stage to the feedback session, thank you so much for each and everybody who has joined this session and listened to me patiently for the last 1 hour. And thank you again, Hilda ma'am, Shobana ma'am, and Muttumani ma'am, principal ma'am, and thanks to the entire management of PPG College. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. It was really interesting and informative, sir. Shall we move on to the question and answer session, sir?
Yes, please.
Dear Professor, do you have any doubts you can ask, sir? Now the forum is yours. Just, if anybody is having any doubts, just raise your hands. Hand symbol.
I find Mr. Louis Manoj, he is
Yes.
raising his hand. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Krishna Kumar sir. I hope I'm audible.
Very much, sir. Good evening.
Yes, sir. So excellent presentation, and I belong to that category who believes in investing more than 30%, sir.
Oh,
That is how I
lovely.
look at it. But very lately, I have been observing, sir, I have a home loan, and I believe when I look at the tenure and everything, I believe, foreclosure, I think, is something that people talk about, trying to contribute a little more other than the existing EMI so that you don't wait for retirement to close your home loan. Can you speak a little bit about it? Because I believe that is very, very important. That is the major thing. Almost all Indians have that home loan, building an asset.
Fantastic. First of all, sir, I hope your question is complete.
Yeah, it's done, sir. Done, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. First of all, my heartfelt thanks to you for asking this question, particularly in such forum. Yes, you are right. That has been the doubt of many people. See, I'll put it very simply, sir. Today, one of the cheapest loan and the safest loan is housing loan. So what I say is that foreclosures depends upon your financial situation. Say, for example, you have an opportunity to top up. Even if you go for a top up loan, it is hardly around 10 to 11%. But your other side, if you are paying a personal loan at the rate of 20%, 24%, 18%, then I would suggest don't go for a foreclosure of housing loan. Take that top up, close this loan so that you will have more money, because in a housing loan you will have a tenure of, you can even go to a tenure of 20 years if you are young,
Correct.
or based upon your age, at least 15 years. But
Correct.
personal loans, I think the maximum tenure is only 7 years. That too, now
Yeah.
they don't give more than 5 years. So your EMI will also be more. For 10 lakhs of personal loan, you will be paying around, say for example 30,000, means in housing loan you'll be paying only 10,000. So you can save 20,000 right away there and invest the 20,000 into MF, or bring out, wipe out your debit cards, credit cards, or other kind of loan. Soon you will get free from all these EMIs. After that, once you have completed all other EMIs, all other loans, then you can think of foreclosing.
Okay.
I hope I have answered your question, sir. And I don't know
Yes,
whether
yes.
it
Sir,
is
one more
convincing.
related question. Now, apart from the house, I build another asset for which I bought a top-up loan on my home loan.
Mhm.
Now, SBI, going with what is the existing rate? It is 9.5 right now for a home loan, around 10 for the top-up loan.
Okay.
Now, tenure is almost more or less the same, sir. Means gap of, I believe, around maybe 12 to 13 installments difference monthly. So
Okay.
which one do you think I should close? Because is it better that loan with a higher interest rate to close down?
Absolutely.
Top-up.
Absolutely. You have the answer. See, again, once again, what I'm telling is, anyway, when you have a loan, see, it is anyway your home, though, but still, on financial terms, till you complete the loan, it is not your home, it is the bank's home. It's the
Correct,
bank's
correct.
property. But
Correct.
still, instead of getting a personal loan or a credit card, or going and asking for interest with somebody, this is your property anyway. If you have the
Right.
repayment ability, you can choose
Right.
this instead of going for a high interest rate. What happens is that, see, there is one more important thing in this, that I'm not telling that you can go for a top-up loan. Everybody go for a top-up loan tomorrow. That alone I'm not telling. Even if you go for a top-up loan, whatever amount you get out of that, invest right way so that you earn from that investment and complete all your other loans also. Otherwise,
Okay.
you will keep paying the interest. You will keep paying all the loans. You will never end up debt free. Once
Settling.
you are debt free, close all the loans and then keep investing alone. Till you get to that stage, utilize this as a greater tool to generate money. That is what I'm doing.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Manoj, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
The guest we are having, yesterday's resource person, sir, Miss Nichelle,
Oh,
who is
hi.
attending your session from Nichelle, who is attending from Maryland, United States of America. Miss
Oh,
Nichelle,
man. Oh, lovely.
sir, Purna, sir. Purna, sir.
Ma'am, done, ma'am. Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Okay. Nichelle, can you hear me? Nichelle.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm very happy to have you, ma'am.
Thank
Again,
you, ma'am.
Nichelle.
No, so very happy
Yes.
to hear also the presentation. It was so excellent. Thank you very much for having us.
Oh, ma'am, it's a
Yes.
pleasure to have you, and I'm blessed today. It's a
No,
great time.
we are blessed too, sir. You had very good presentation. Thank you, and very, very relevant to all of us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for that.
Yesterday, she has delivered the talk about social and emotional learning for teachers. So it
Oh.
was too excellent, sir.
Ma'am, please do send me the recording. I would love to hear it because yesterday I was held
Yes,
up in
sir.
another meeting which was pre-planned. That's why, and I had some medical emergencies for my mother. So that's why yesterday I
Okay,
was
sir.
not able to part. Otherwise, I would have loved to be there. However, Nishil ma'am, I'll definitely take the recording from Hilda ma'am and take your inputs and see how better I can improve also on that.
Thank you, sir. No, it's very wonderful. Thank you, and great presentation
Thank
today.
you, Nichelle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, okay, Nichelle. Dear professors, dear participants, do you have any doubts? Anybody is having any doubt? Just raise your hand symbol. I hope everybody is very clear with your points, sir.
Sometimes
Okay, sir.
when there is no doubt now, we used to feel whether is it all clear or all clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, fine, sir.
But anyway, thank you, ma'am. Thanks
We
for
will
the
go on to
opportunity.
the next. Yes, sir. We will go on to the next part of the session, sir.
Yes, please.
Deepa, madam. Sir, unmute Deepa, madam. Purna, sir.
She is already present, ma'am.
Presenter mode only. Okay, she is ready. Dear faculty members, just fill up your feedbacks. Dear faculty members, it is shared with you. Just fill up your feedbacks. We will listen to the word of thanks. Deepa, madam. Yes. Deepa, madam. Deepa, madam. Unmute your mic, madam. Just click twice the mic icon, which you can.
Yeah.
Okay, madam.
Right.
கேக்குதுங்களா? கேக்குதுங்களா?
Yes. Start.
Okay, ma'am. It's my pleasure to propose vote of thanks on this special day. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our respected principal madam, Dr. N. Muttumani madam, who is always our backbone and strength of our department for all the successful completion of event. It's my happiness to share my grateful to our respected resource person, Mr. S. Krishnasamy sir, who is always very supportive to our student community and also for other activities, and you have given great ideas and knowledge about financial planning. Thank you for your informative ideas, sir. I would like to thank you, our HOD madam, Dr. A. Hilda Mary madam, who is always guiding us in a right path in all the right times. Thank you, madam. I am grateful to all respected professors and participants who are attending this PDP from all over India. Thank you, madam. Thank you all. It's my happiness to propose my thanks to our PPG family members and Mr. Purnachandra sir for their great support. Once again, I thank you all.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
madam. Thank you, Deepa, madam.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I hope it's already good time to be with your family. Have a great night. Good night to you all. And anything else you require, you can always, I'm always, Helda ma'am has even got my horoscope. So you can very much reach her and get it done. I'll be blessed and I'll be very happy to serve you with my best services possible. Thank you so much and have a great day. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Purna sir?